You hear all that? Hear all that? That energy? It's probably gonna go ping.
Nothing.
There we go. Watch yourself when you do that.
There
Yep.
it goes.
Bingo!
Yep,
It's out. Been putting this off for a little bit, but time to work on Gramps. It's time to get it stripped down so we can get after getting it frame coated and painted and new suspension and everything on it. And we've been waiting until Greg could come back in town to help me out, to help himself out because it's his truck. But also, maybe not tonight, but we're also gonna try to scribe a pattern for my Dakota so we can cut out plates for the boxing in the frame. Not sure we're gonna get to that on this video, but we're definitely gonna be tearing this dude down. Now, we're not gonna get into depth on this because I've done this whole project in a whole video on tearing down the front end of a Dakota.
Link below.
Yeah, exactly. Link below. And I'll put the link down there so you guys go check it out. But we're just gonna kind of get heavy and after it and get it all torn down. We've already got the rack kind of loose, pulled the steering column off. I will say there is a difference. 94 and up steering columns have a bolt. The 90 or probably 87 to 93 have a it's not a bolt, it's a pin. Yeah, it's a pin. There's one up here and then I think there's one right there, roll pin. I prefer the bolt a whole lot more than the pin. The pin's not fun, but anyway. All right, so yeah, we'll get after it and finally get this thing torn down. I just hurt my toe pretty good, but I'm gonna ignore that. And also, we turned the welder on finally and kind of played around with that. I'd show you that, but I have no clue what I'm doing, so we're just gonna say that looks pretty cool. I will admit that was Greg's weld.
No, mine's on this side.
Yeah, Greg's weld was better than mine. And it actually impregnated the metal on the other side. Penetrated, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we're having fun, so yeah. We're gonna get the jams going and try not to kill ourselves pulling these coil springs out. So we'll catch up when we get to that part. contrary to what some things will tell you on the internet, this stuff's pretty dangerous. These coil springs have a lot of pent up energy in them, so you got to be careful. So let me show you guys what we got going on here. I've got one strap wrapped around the coil spring, headed to the frame over here. That's a safety strap to make sure that it doesn't fly out if it does come down too fast. The other one is we have a strap underneath the jack around the frame. The reason we do that is because there's no engine, no transmission in this front end of this truck. And if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be able to pick up the truck, compress that spring, and then let it back down because it would recoil because it could overcome the weight that's not there. Anyways, we've got the lower control arm bolt off. Now we're gonna lower it slowly down, and hopefully everything goes well, and we will still be alive tomorrow. Stop for a second. See if you can pick up on this. Yep, that's what I was. Yep. All right, now easy. That's perfect speed. Hear all that? Hear all that energy? It's probably gonna go ping. There we go. Watch yourself when you do that. Yep. Bingo! It's out. Now I just got to repeat the process through the other side. Not too big of a deal. Pull that thing. Oh, hang on.
Scrap. That's gonna be fun.
Well, we'll get it out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how that's done. It's a good choice there. What you got there?
Pineapple mana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, Gramps is stripped down. Now Greg has the pleasure of getting dirty when he uses the wire wheel on the grinder, and we'll get this all painted up and all cleaned up and good to go. And pretty soon, probably a little bit before we do that, we're going to try to do some test fitting, because that way we don't scratch up all the paint and stuff. But we need to test fit and see if we can get the 4L80E without chopping this lip. I don't know if we can or not. Mine, with the 400, I had it in there and my lip is chopped, and I need to do some welding to fix that. That was a long time ago when I put a 318 and a 727 in this thing, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I chopped it all up. So I'm not sure if it'll fit in there without that or not. So we got to do a little bit of test fitting. So that's probably coming up. And I'm glad to finally have this thing torn apart. That way we can really get after it and get it all pretty and stuff like that. Any words?
No.
That's all he's got to say. So, all right, we're gonna drink beer for the rest of the night, and
We'll have this thing running by evening.
All right, we'll catch up with y'all. Well, boys and girls, I'm afraid we haven't got much else done other than getting the suspension stripped off the Dakota. I think I've already showed you guys this. It's ready to be wire wheeled and painted. It looks really, really good. If you have Northern trucks, I figured I'll say this while I'm here. Look for some of these walled areas to be rusty and stuff like that. This truck's a low mileage Texas truck, so we're not worried about it. They also kind of rust behind some of the stuff that you mount. This one looks great. But yeah, we're not going to do much else because I'd like to try to get this video out. And I know it's probably going to be a very short video, but let me kind of get real with you guys. My wife's grandfather passed away, and that obviously took up the priorities of our life for a couple days. He was a 90-year-old man and a veteran and a really, really great guy and a role model, and we're going to miss him a lot, but he lived a very full life, and so that kind of has taken over our lives for the past couple days. Another reason why I didn't put a video out last weekend, and you know, I definitely try to get videos out every weekend, but so I think I'm going to go in here and edit this one up, and tomorrow my buddy Tommy's coming over, and we're going to make the templates for the box and the frame, and I'm excited about that. Plus, today was my last day at a job that I've been at for almost 15 years. I say a job, I've been at the same company for almost 15 years. This is the second job I've had there. Previously, I was a respiratory therapist. Now I work in medical IT. I start my new job next week, so I apologize that I've been a little slow in January, but I think I mentioned it in a video earlier that it might be a little slow. But we're about to start picking things up pretty good. Hoping that my new job, I can arrange a schedule where I can spend a little bit more time out here. We'll see. That's still all up in the air, but I'd like to dedicate more time out here during the week if at all possible. So I'm going to work on that. But anyways, that's just me babbling about things. If you want to see more of this truck and what we're going to do with it, or my truck or any of the other cars in here, and we actually have other cars outside at parents' house, at another storage place. We got a lot of projects is what I'm trying to say. So if you want to see us put a 4.8 liter into this Dakota with twin turbos, that's what we're doing right now. And we're also working on putting an 8.8 rear end in this guy, so we'll be doing that for the next couple weeks, and we'd love to have you along. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hanging out with us while we do all that. If you're already subscribed, I tell you guys this all the time, and I mean it. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, commenting, and hanging out with us. I try to reply to every comment that you guys post. Right now the channel's not massive or anything. I do hope for some growth, but I definitely have time to say hi or answer questions and stuff like that. So please feel free to do so. And with that, you know, I think that's going to be it. And we'll catch you next time. So until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.